Hi, this is Chris Kelley, founder and CEO of KnowledgePay Incorporated, and welcome to this episode of Using Compensation Software to Solve Real HR Problems. In this episode, we're going to be focused in on how KnowledgePay software can help in the performance and talent management process to deliver better results for your organization. And given the time of the year that we're in, we thought this topic would be very timely for you. If you're like most HR professionals, you're up to your eyeballs in working through the performance review process and talent management assessments. And even in the best of scenarios, it can feel a bit overwhelming. So let's take a look at one particular organization that we had worked with. In this company, they had done a fantastic job of putting together best in class processes for their performance reviews and their talent management process. They were doing extensive manager training. They did one-over-one reviews. They were calibrating using facilitators to calibrate the ratings and so on. They were also reviewing on both results as well as behaviors, and then also doing the talent management process to identify who the future leaders in the organization were. This organization was also using one of the talent management suite products that help facilitate and automate the process, which was delivering tremendous results for that organization. The problem, though, is that within 3 months after doing the review process, several of the highest performers had left the organization. In all three of the instances where people had left, they had cited that they were being offered much more competitive wages for the jobs that they were going to be moving into. So this organization needed to find a solution that was going to help facilitate uh, a better way of incorporating market data. That's where we brought in the KnowledgePay solution. We leveraged the existing talent management suite software. We didn't try to replace the performance review and talent management suite offering, but what we did was we added the unified compensation intelligence by incorporating the relevant market data for the jobs that these people were in. By doing this, we were able to add one last step to the calibration process where after the ratings were entered into their talent management suite provider, we were able to then integrate that data with the market data and provide better intelligence for this organization to make more effective pay decisions. So let's take a moment and look at how this actual reporting worked in the KnowledgePay solution. To help this particular client, what we had built with inside KnowledgePay was a special report that allowed them to integrate the talent management, performance management, and compensation data. And if I select that report, what I'm going to see here is 6 different ways that I could apply some criteria or filtering. And so let's go ahead and just look at the high potential, and I'm going to also select the highly promotable individuals. These were the top two talent management designations that existed within this particular company. When I click on the view report, what comes up then is a screen that allows me to look at market penetration or range penetration, as well as the 2 different performance assessments, whether they be by results or behaviors. The performance ratings go across the top, and then the market penetration is going down the y-axis. As I mouse over each of these performance ratings, a little pop-up window appears that explains what the rating results are. Same thing on the market penetration. So the 5 market penetration is when an associate's pay is more than the 120% of the market composite, 75th percentile. So what we're seeing here is this grid that is taking a look at the performance results as well as the market penetration, and we see that we have the legend here that indicates the darker blue is the high potential and the lighter blue is my highly promotable individuals. In this particular case, now what I'm seeing in this graphic is that the 3 individuals who are identified as highly promotable are also down here in the lower market penetration. So this particular individual, Marlon Brando in this case, is he's paid less than the 25th percentile of the marketplace. So what this particular client was able to do was, by having this sort of intelligence, was able to put together a compensation strategy that help offset the market inequities, and then that led to a greater retention of these individuals after the results were communicated. We're also able to look at the different range penetration just by clicking on the different buttons, or I could look at the behavior on the behavior scale is just the three different ratings versus the six ratings up here on results. This information could also be exported out to a PDF that could be a handy report that would be brought into a calibration meeting, let's say, and then much more detailed explanation down below. But let's take a look now back at how this translated into a positive ROI for this client organization. So the economic modeling that this compensation director needed to go through to help cost justify their actions and their strategy for building out a special merit pool for the high potentials and high performing individuals was really quite simple. What they were able to do is to rationalize getting an extra pool beyond the otherwise corporate merit budget that was used to budget for across the enterprise, but they earmarked an additional $100,000 that was going to be used for any individual who was identified as high potential and or high performance. And they also had the $30,000 KnowledgePay subscription. This subscription actually benefited this company in many different ways, but we're going to fully load that cost just to this project for the sake of argument here. The cost savings, though, to this organization, they were able to demonstrate a $540,000 savings by reducing the amount of unwanted turnover amongst their high performing and high potential individuals. The way we calculated that was using the Saratoga Institute's 150% of base salary estimate for the cost of turnover. And at those levels, it was an average of $120,000 a year in salary. So that was how we arrived at the 540,000 cost savings. The ROI then is 415% in the first year. Now, each individual organization's results are going to vary, but it's easy to see how a nominal investment here and the use of unified compensation intelligence is able to deliver results to this organization that was highly impactful. If you'd like to learn more about how KnowledgePay compensation software can help prove the effectiveness in your organization, please feel free to reach out to me at 630-524-5818. Again, this is Chris Kelley, thanking you for watching this series using compensation software to solve real HR problems.